everybody, how could you 39 here, back with another review. Today's review is going to be on Howl's Moving Castle. Now, I just recently got this movie on DVD, and I just recently watched it, so I kind of figured, well, I just watched this movie, and I'm gonna do a review on it. I kind of figured, well, you know what? I may as well just do a review on it since I just watched it. And, yeah. So, this is probably one of the, not less remembered, but maybe, like, less watched-ish of the, Studio Ghibli, movies. It's one of the newer ones, actually. One of the newer Studio Ghibli movies. But, anyway. So, anyway. What is the plot of this movie? Well, it's basically, about this girl named, I believe her name is Sophie. Yeah, Sophie. And what happens is, basically, she gets, put under this curse that turns her into, like, a 90-year-old woman. And, so she has to go to this wizard, Howl, who lives in this, really, really odd-looking castle that obviously moves, because Howl's moving castle, to get the curse lifted on her. And, yeah, pretty much the rest of the movie is basically that. Her trying to lift the curse. Now, I actually do really like this movie. I know a lot of, this movie does have a couple of flaws, which I will talk about briefly, when I mention what's bad about the movie. But for now, let's just talk about what's good about the movie. So, what's good about this movie? Well, the setting. That's something I don't really say very often, but the setting in this movie is really, really interesting. I mean, just the entire, like, the setting in this movie is unlike anything you've probably ever seen. And, yeah, it is a very fantastical setting, I guess you could say. Fantastical. It is a very fantasy setting, so. Anyway, and the characters are good, too. That's the other thing. I really like the characters in this. Again, like I say with a lot of things that I like, I really don't hate any single character in this movie. I think all of them are pretty okay by my standards. But anyway, so let's get to what's bad about this movie. No, let me rephrase it. Not what's bad about it necessarily, because it's not really bad. It's more like stuff that I personally find to be a bit of an annoyance. Now, the biggest thing, and this might just be a nitpick, this might just be me being nitpicky and me being, you know, or me being, you know, overthinking this movie a bit, and maybe this is just, something that I should just not be thinking about because it's something that is, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but something that really, really bugged me about the movie. And this is probably really minor, but I'm going to say it anyway, is the continuity. And I don't mean like the continuity in general. I mean, how do I say this? Okay, so, um, the whole curse thing that Sophie gets put under, the whole continuity of that, like, we see her. Clearly she's under this curse where she gets turned into a 90-year-old woman, right? But then there's parts of the movie where she looks much younger than 90 years old. She looks much younger than she actually is. And we actually do see her when she's younger, all throughout the movie. And, like, she never... Here's the other weird thing. It's like, she never lifts... They never explain whether she lifts the curse or not. It's just, like, still there. It's like, did she lift it? Did she... You know, did she lift it? Did she not? I mean, what the heck is going on here? Like, did she actually lift the curse or not? Like, that was really bugged me about the movie. It's like, did she actually lift the curse? Or, I mean, seriously, it's like, ugh. And it is probably just a nitpick, because I haven't seen anybody else really complain about it. So I think it's just me. I think I'm just overanalyzing this. But it's constantly in the movie. Like, I'm constantly sitting there thinking, like, okay, did she lift the curse or did she not? Like, I mean, like, that was the biggest thing that bugged me with the movie. And I don't think it was necessarily a problem with the movie. I think it was only something that I really saw as a problem, because I haven't seen anybody else complain about this. Maybe other people take issue with it, but I haven't seen anybody else, really say, oh, that really bothered me, oh, that really annoyed me. I haven't really seen anybody else who thought it was a problem. And that's really the only problem I actually had with the movie. I can't really think of anything else to say. I mean, the movie definitely has its flaws. There are moments where it, like, drags a little bit. And there are things, again, like the whole curse thing, that aren't really explained, or they don't really delve into detail about them. But those are just kind of nitpicks. Those are just kind of things that I sort of see as minor annoyances, and I don't really think there's anything necessarily wrong with the movie. I just think those are nitpicks that I have about the movie. Like, those are things that I personally think that don't necessarily ruin the movie, because, but those are just things that kind of annoy me about the movie. But, anyway, I could ramble on about that all day, and I probably won't. But, and one last thing I have to, talk about, it's good that I forgot to, mention, is the music. And, whenever I do, like, reviews of, Studio Ghibli movies, you'll hear me talk about the music a lot. And the music, for most of these movies was done by a guy, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I think his name is Joe Hisashi. Please tell me how to pronounce his name if I'm pronouncing it wrong. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but anyway, Joe Hisashi, and, he worked on majority of the, Studio Ghibli movies. And I think he's really good. I think he's a really good, I shouldn't say artist, musician. He's really good at, like, coming up with, music for these, movies. And I really like, a lot of his work. And the music in this movie is really good too. I really like the movie. Well, I like the movie, but I like the music in this movie. But anyway, so I really don't have all that much to say about it. I'm sorry this review was a little long. I'll try not to, um, do, I'll try to make my reviews less lengthy in the future, but that probably won't happen because I really have a lot to say about some of these movies that I review. So, with that being said, I guess I'll see you all in the next review. I'm not sure which one that will be, but alright. That being said, bye.